Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Amber Howell.
And it's Tell All Tuesday.
It is.
And right before we started to film this, a thought went across my mind.
He was about to say it and then he stopped.
I said, up, and then I stopped. But what I was going to say was, your pictures are up.
From Hawaii?
From Hawaii.
Yes. Did you like them?
I did.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you.
I just did not know that this was a thing.
Like booking a photographer?
Yes.
I think it's more recently a thing. Like when...
But I've seen other people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of photographer friends, and I think photography is becoming more of a popular career. Go ahead.
We have a mutual photographer friend, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Steve Arnold.
I was like, I have a lot.
But
yes, we do.
And Steve just posted on Instagram. Steve Arnold, Mr. Steve Arnold.
At Mr. Steve Arnold.
But he takes these beautiful photos of nature. I mean, just breathtaking.
Yeah,
they're so good. And I've been trying to convince him to do a coffee table book. I really think he should. But unbeknownst to me, Mr. Steve has ideas of his own.
He does.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
The calendar?
The calendar.
The calendar. He has a calendar.
And if you're watching, Mr. Steve, I need a calendar. I would like to buy a calendar.
I'm going to get one too.
Yeah.
Because they're beautiful.
They are. The photos are
I could not believe all of a sudden just popped up on my Instagram.
And he didn't run it by you first?
No.
What was he thinking?
No, what was he thinking?
Oh my goodness.
I could have added something.
Come on, Mr. Steve.
I don't know what. But then your pictures, you didn't use your friends though. This was a photographer in Hawaii.
Right.
Who does this.
As a living. She does it as a living.
But Amber, you and Cody in these pictures are on a beach.
We're on a beach.
There ain't a soul in sight.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Tell me the secret.
And you guys can know the secret too because you're here watching our video today. There were, I won't say that there were a lot of people on the beach. There were not a ton of people on this beach. It's more of a secret beach. But there were people behind us, but she photoshopped them out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because it looks like it's you, Cody,
and beach.
Beach and nobody else.
Yeah. Yep. That was the goal.
Well, it worked.
We couldn't have done that on like Waikiki or something because Waikiki Beach is slam-packed.
What beach was this?
This
secret beach.
It was a secret beach. I can't remember the name of the beach, but it was on the North Shore.
Okay.
So.
Of Oahu.
Of Oahu.
Well, there's one picture. You can look these up.
If you want.
But there's one, and y'all are sitting there, and the sun is just right on the horizon.
Are we sitting down?
Yes.
Are we looking away from the camera?
Yes.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But I mean, it was timed almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Because it's like half of the sun is seen and the other half is below the horizon.
Yeah. We're going to have to print those pictures out and put them in our house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now that we have the photos in, do you like the Paris pictures more or do you like the Hawaii pictures more? It's okay. Paris. They were really iconic.
They were great.
They were great. They were really good.
Yeah, because with these pictures, now I have the favorite wedding picture, and the wedding pictures were also iconic.
Iconic.
I liked all these, but I couldn't find one that I liked. Like, oh, that's the picture.
Like that's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Paris pictures, we had the tables.
Right, and you love that one a lot. Now, I'm not familiar with your favorite wedding picture.
I picked it out.
Was it of both of us?
I think it was. I think you were looking over your shoulder.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. You can look at it later.
That's 3 different photographers that y'all work with.
That's right.
But
it's just fun. It's an investment. It's not super cheap.
Well, and it's something that you have. I mean, it's not like you have it and then it's gone.
Right. And we can keep these photos forever, put them around the house. And it's a good way to, A, get to talk to a local of wherever you are. Because you don't often get to do that. And 2, it's just a good way to have good quality photos of you in this, place that you don't go to very often. This point of time. Yep. So we find it worth the investment. It doesn't break the bank or anything.
But it's great that you agree on it.
Right. Yeah.
It
That
would-
probably won't be something that we do for the rest of our lives, because one day we may have children and we can't just,
What? You can take pictures of children.
spend that kind of money on every.
Oh, no, kids, we're not doing pictures.
Yeah, no pictures for you.
Nah, we'll wait till y'all are gone, then we'll do pictures again by
Right,
ourselves.
right.
All right, before we get too long into this, you went to the movies.
Yes.
This is 2 weeks in a row.
And it's going to be 3.
And you're going to go see Wicked this weekend. When we're taping this, Wicked is already open.
Right.
But
can you just, before we continue this conversation, can you just tell me how good of a job I've done this year by going to the movies?
You
Because
have done a great job.
I've seen so many movies this year.
I am so proud of you.
Like, I've been
I am proud of you, and I am proud of my wife because she has seen.
Has she seen all the things?
She's had to see all these horrible movies.
Oh my goodness.
She did not care for Heretic.
She didn't.
Which is what you saw. She thought it was thought provoking, but she said it haunted her.
Yeah, like she thought about it.
Yes.
Beyond.
Yes.
The theater.
She couldn't shut it down.
Yeah.
When she left.
Yeah. It was scary. I would say it's scary.
If you haven't seen it, spoilers. We're going to be talking about spoilers. So
yeah, we're going to be breaking it down.
We'll miss you. Come back once
next
you see
time.
the movie.
Yeah.
But it's Hugh Grant.
It is.
And the 2 young actresses, I had their names, but I don't remember them.
Chloe and Sophie. I can't remember their last names, but I have friends, Chloe and Sophie, so I remember their names are Chloe and Sophie.
The real life actors.
Their real names are Chloe and Sophie.
Because they're Sister Barnes and Sister something else.
Paxton.
Mm-hmm. Look at you.
Remembering. I don't remember many things, but I did remember that.
But they identify them as being with the Mormon church.
Right.
And they are... You never know what the location of the film is.
Right. They don't specifically say, but I would guess Utah. I was thinking
it's Midwestern, yeah. But they've been canvassing the neighborhood, and people could sign up if they wanted to know more about the Mormon church.
Right.
And this house signs up.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to it, which they go on the most miserable, wintry day
ever.
And
by themselves.
Which after this movie, how the Mormon church will ever get anybody to go out. I'm not talking about just girls. I'm talking about males also.
Right. I wonder if it's common for girls to go alone.
I don't know.
I feel like it's
but
no way.
I have never had. I've had Mormon males come by.
Right. Yeah, that's common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know friends I have friends who are Mormon, and the children go off on that 2-year missionary journey.
Right.
And they can't communicate with their family hardly, maybe once a month or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yes. Really?
I don't know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. The more you know.
I mean, I would have been hanging on to JJ and Sean's. Don't go.
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't knock on any doors.
Don't knock on any doors, especially.
But they knock on the door,
yeah.
and it's Hugh Grant.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was fantastic.
He did great.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was as crazy as could be.
Mm-hmm.
And conveyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just, they said, we can't come in unless there's another a woman there. And he said, oh, my wife's baking a blueberry pie. And, I'll get her.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Yeah.
And then, of
and
course,
there
is no wife.
There is no wife.
There is no blueberry pie.
There's no blueberry pie. But there is a blueberry pie scented candle. Which one of the girls notices at some point, and that's when she starts to panic. She knows something is wrong.
I was talking to Andrin. Lauren and Andrin shoot my YouTube stuff. And Lauren didn't get to come this week, but Andrin came into the film, and they had been to see Heretic. And he said he liked the first half. He didn't care that much for the second half.
Okay.
Because he felt like they came out at the end and said, oh, yes, I noticed this, I noticed that, I knew you were bad, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, like she just started... Okay, well, let's get there. Because I have a lot of thoughts.
All right,
let's
hear it.
We'll quickly summarize. I'll quickly try to summarize.
You did like it.
I did like it.
I did too.
Okay, if you've seen the movie, then I won't give too much detail, but when the girls go down into this cellar, this basement, they're trying to look for a way out. And because the guy tells them that the only way out of this house is down these stairs.
But there's 2 doors.
2 doors you can choose from: belief and
Believe your
disbelief.
faith or deny your faith.
Right. Come to find out, both doors lead to the same place. It doesn't matter. And the girls are down there and they're trying to find a way out. And then all of a sudden, this woman comes in. She's really creepy. She's clothed with just cloth. And the guy, Hugh Grant, is trying to convince the girls that they're about to witness a miracle, which I
didn't understand really what his point was. Was he trying to prove that there was a faith? Disprove?
He was trying to prove to the girls. He wanted the woman to die and come back to life, and he wanted resurrection, and he wanted the woman who died and came back to life to tell the girls what she saw, so they would know what is in the afterlife. Basically, long story short, the woman eats the pie, dies. The woman wakes back up, but she says something to the girls.
She said, "It's not real.
It's not real. It's not real." And help me out here. What happens after that? Is that when they?
That's when, at that point, he's going to supposedly prove, but he kills one of the girls.
Right. Oh yeah. Let's discuss that. At first, I thought like. The girl that got her neck sliced, I thought that the girl with the knife was like somehow in on it and like accidentally sliced her, or like sliced her friend instead of the man. For like a split second, I was like, oh my gosh, did she just kill her friend? Is she in on this?
But one thing is, what he was using to slice was like a paper cutter.
Yeah.
So the blade was only, which you think she's dead, but she's not really dead.
She's not really dead until the end, because we need to discuss the end. So one of the girls dies, and then the other girl that lives is asking Hugh Grant to just let her out, and she eventually figures out that there is a way out of this cellar, and she follows this maze of sorts, and she ends up in a room with a bunch of women in cages that Hugh Grant had previously captured. And eventually she comes to terms with the fact that she tells Hugh Grant that the only religion he believes that there is control.
Control is power.
Control is power. So he was making all these women do all of these things because
he was in control.
He was in control. So after this, the girl that's living slices.
No,
was he sliced?
The other girl, who you thought was dead.
Well, she stabs him. She slices his throat and runs away. Right?
Okay.
Right? Am I getting that right?
I thought the other girl sliced his throat and she ran away.
The girl.
I thought the girl you thought was dead sliced his throat.
Oh no.
Then he stabs her with the letter opener.
Well,
and then she, not the letter opener, whatever the short knife is, but anyway, she has a letter opener.
Well, I don't remember it that way. Let me tell you what I remember.
Yeah, you remember the girl having the letter opener?
Yeah.
And she stabs Hugh Grant.
No, he doesn't get stabbed. Remember, they're in the room with the cages, and the girl
in the room with the cages
slices his throat.
Okay.
And she runs away. Sarah Paxton. Sister Paxton slices his throat. Okay. So she runs back to the cellar where her dead friend is.
She's trying to get out.
She's trying to get away from Hugh Grant. And somehow Hugh Grant follows her back into the cellar where the other friend is that he's already killed. And he stabs the girl that's still alive.
But the blade in that thing.
It's not right. So Hugh Grant is about, remember, he crawls up to the girl and he's about to stab her in the throat, and the girl that we previously thought was dead gets up and whacks him with that board.
That's right.
With the nails on it, and kills him. And then we see that girl that whacked him with the board, she dies. She then dies. And then the other girl gets out of the house. But did you realize that at the end, she was looking at her finger and that butterfly landed on her finger, right?
The butterfly was very important.
It was very important.
Because she had said to the other girl, if I were to die, I want to come back as a butterfly and land on her finger so people will know
that it's her.
that it's me.
Right.
And so she said that.
Yeah.
And then when she makes it out and the other girl is dead, butterfly lands on her finger.
Yes.
You think.
Because
it disappears like that.
It disappears. Which makes me think everybody died. Nobody got out.
Oh, you think they all?
I think they all died.
Oh my gosh,
because I can't remember the exact metaphor the guy Hugh Grant was explaining in the middle of the movie, but he talks about something, and one of the girls is like, "Oh yeah, the butterfly effect," and he's like, "No."
Yeah, I remember the butterfly effect.
He was like, "No, it's not the butterfly effect. It's the butterfly dream or something like that," and he explains it like there's a butterfly looking at a human. It's something like the butterfly thinks he's a butterfly and he's looking at the human, but it's really the human. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I didn't understand it.
I didn't understand the metaphor either. It doesn't matter, but to me,
I'm amazed that you think they all died.
I think they all died because it was there and then it wasn't, and I thought that because of the metaphor that the guy used in the middle of the movie, and I can't remember what the exact metaphor was.
So what was the point of the butterfly if that girl was dead?
I think it was, I don't know. I just think that because it was weird that it was there and then it just wasn't.
Yeah.
So that to me, because she was still looking at her finger like it was there. Remember?
I thought that it was in her imagination.
That's a good theory.
And that she just kind of blinked and she came back to reality.
That's also.
That was what I did.
Yeah. I am somebody that likes to watch. Analyses.
Well, you go to all the. You usually look it up.
I'll look it up after I watch the movie.
Did you do it with this?
Yes, I did, and somebody
Some people
else
agreed with you.
Yeah,
that they were all dead.
That they were all dead. That they never made it out.
I think that's a good theory, but I saw it the other way.
Yeah.
My grandkids especially will say, how was the movie? And I'll say, I liked it. And they said the good guys won. Because I've got to have the good guys win.
Right. But not always.
I like it when the good guys. I like when the good guys win, and so I liked it that one made it out and Hugh Grant was dead. So that was my balance. And everything.
Yeah.
Yours, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
So now I wouldn't like that movie.
I guess we need to call up the director. We need to get him on YouTube. You need to interview him and ask him.
But it's so funny because I'm gonna have to ask Walker, the intern.
Yeah, ask him what he thinks.
If he thinks what his theory is.
And we'll come back next week and tell you what Walker thinks.
But we'll also come back next week and tell you what Amber thinks of Wicked. Because as you're watching this, she has already seen it.
That's right. So I'll tell you.
She's gonna be one of those first people there.
Yeah, I am.
Opening night. Are you gonna be singing along?
No.
Are you familiar with the Wicked songs?
Ish. I know Defying Gravity.
Oh.
That's it.
Do you sing that?
I don't sing it well.
You hit that high note at the end?
No way.
This is probably the biggest weekend at the movies for this year.
Yep. This is like
Gladiator, Wicked, and then there's a Bonhoeffer movie that's a Christian faith movie. That's also, I think, Bonhoeffer, something like that. And it's just a huge weekend.
Huge weekend for movies. This is the Barbenheimer of 2024.
It is. Glicked
2024.
Glicked. Real quickly, though.
Yes?
This is airing on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Now, did you finalize your Thanksgiving plans?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so it's a big open house at your house.
Oh, no. Nobody's coming to my new house until I get it absolutely 100%.
But it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll just go to my parents' house.
Everybody's going to show up with a little covered dish.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put them to work. If you show up at my house, I'm putting you to work.
I don't care if it's Thanksgiving.
Get to work.
Get to work. I want those pictures of Hawaii on every wall.
Every wall. Get to hanging. Do it.
So, well, I think we're having roast instead of turkey.
Okay. We'll have
my crowd's not much of a turkey eating group.
We'll have turkey and ham, the usuals.
I like ham.
Yeah.
Haven't had it in a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, we want to wish y'all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great one. Hope you've seen some good movies and can just settle down and relax.
Have a good, if you're off of work, enjoy your days off of work, enjoy your family.
Are you getting Thursday and Friday? Or
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
2 whole days.
2 whole days. Look at you.
Go me.
Go Amber. Go Amber. Well, that sounds great. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Tell All Tuesday.